All right, KG the poet.
What up, KG?
Shout out to LA Battlegrounds,
my
man.
dude right
man
here.
Alkatraz, man.
West Coast, man. West Coast. We right here at the PG event, the URL PG West, man. You know, as you know, we just finished off coming off of LABG. A lot of great battles that night.
Yeah, speak on that. You know what I mean? The first one dropping?
First one already dropped, which is Young Cannon versus Strick.
Okay.
You know, that's out on the LA Battlegrounds. Make sure y'all subscribe to the LA Battlegrounds channel on YouTube. The battle's getting good reviews, you know what I mean? People are definitely loving it. You know, it worked out to where it went, you know, it ended up being outside, which made it look like a street cipher type battle.
I thought that was tight though.
Yeah, so it worked out.
Parking lot pimping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Woods right there.
Yeah, that's right. That's all good.
Parking lot pimping. Battle rap's always been in my blood, man. Like, it's been my thing, you know, since I, you know, as a before I learned how to be a recording artist and all that good stuff. And you know, battle rap was always something that I was into, in the sense of the just the competition. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual essence of battle rapping on the corner, on the streets. Like that's just what it was. You know what I mean? Like I was always into that. So when I was given the opportunity and some things happened. You know, I had worked with somebody else. We tried to put a league together. He already had the idea, but his idea wasn't really my vision. Okay. So broke off from that. Me and Woods was like, you know, hey, we should make our own thing. Got it. I came up with the LA Battlegrounds name. He was like, I love it. At the time, we had the homie Nomo. What year was this? Shit, you talking about 5 years ago now. So 2012? Yeah, about 2012 that. Area? Okay. Yeah. All right. The homie Nomo got the logo made up, which is what you guys see here on the shirt. You know what I mean? And you know, and Nomo's actually locked up right now. But we've been continuing to work, man. And I mean, like the first early part of LABG was a lot of Spanish-speaking MCs, without saying, you know, Mexicans or whatever. But you had like a lot of like the early guys from like the Elephant Graveyard and all that stuff. The only black artist at that time was Capo, Sir Capo. Slightly after him, the next class was Yak, Ohms. There's a couple different people. You know what I mean? And then it started growing from there. After that, there was, you know, came Dre Vicious, Active. We put on our first biggest battle that just really got people to notice who LABG was when Daylight did his antic against Fats. And on that same card was Dre Vicious' first battle. He battled some dude named Banco and he killed him. That was when Dre had braids and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's how far back that goes. Okay. Active, that was where he first came up with the pocket check. See, people don't know. No disrespect to Shotgun Suge, man, and people, that ain't his shit. That's Active shit. So Active was the first one. Fuck yeah. And on top of that, that's I'm not gonna say that people don't do that other places, but that's some West Coast shit. Yo, run your pockets. Of course. That's some West Coast shit. So I don't even know how somebody could have thought that it was Suge shit. Like, it's just that our platform wasn't big enough for people to necessarily know at the time. And as it's grown, if you go do your research, go watch Active. Active created that pocket check shit. That's his shit. Next class came from the CDF Watts edition, which was the first time anybody had done an actual, we did a CDF trial at the Watts Towers. Yes, I do. Dre Vicious helped put that together, Active with the Grapes. I had a couple of my SA homies, shout out Kiki Smooth, who are from that area as well. Glasses helped me, you know, talk to a couple people. Yeah, I mean, just to make sure that, yeah, shout out to my big bro Glasses. You know, help put that together. And out of that class, you got Young B the Future, you got Michael Million, you got West Coast Dread, you got Kid Clutch, you got B Scatlin, you got like I mean, Beast had already been a part, but like he was still part of that class. Got it. You know what I'm saying? And then after that class, you know, then you had the I want to say that's where we got the Stricks and the B-Dots. Saint came. Even the Nomad, Fly King came in that class. Who else came in that class? There's so many, man. Link came in that class. And that's another thing you can speak on. We can speak on right now too, man. Is just a lot of shit is all about just respect, man. It's just respect and just, you know what I mean, people reaching out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we've talked about this plenty of times. You know, I never feel bitter about an MC from coming through our platform, going and flourishing. What I do find sometimes kind of rather is when they don't acknowledge where they came from.
Okay. Why hasn't LA Battlegrounds gotten the shine that it should have, going along with the RBEs and all those other leagues on the East?
I think it's just kind of slowly, you know, it's slowly becoming that. A lot of it is that I feel that you had a lot of things happen, like KOTD had the thing going on with the West, but they weren't really focusing on what we were focusing on. Lush introduced them to that. They're like, yo, this league over here, you know, division has these street rappers. Because one thing people can't knock is, you know, and I don't care how they put it, LABG was the first ones to go get these guys that are street cats. We were the first ones. Okay. There was nobody else out here doing that. I don't care who you talk about, they were not. Now, I'm not saying there weren't certain cats that are street cats, like maybe in the grind time days and certain stuff, but LA Battlegrounds was the first one where you had guys that were Crips and Bloods and, you know, essays and different things, and having these events, and it was, you know, it was small at first, but it grew into something, and then they started taking notice. Because then for a long time, they were like, oh, they're trying to be like URL. And it's like, no, but we have street MCs over here too. You have the Project Blowed style MCs, the abstract MCs, the thesauruses, double entendre, multi-syllable spitting MCs, but you also have these guys over here who, you know, they maybe some people don't like because they, oh, all they talk about guns, but or street shit, and it's like, yeah, but this is their life, and this is their way of venting. They're a lot of these guys, see, people just look at it as battle rap. We look at it as giving them a platform to vent and get a lot of shit off their chest. I think a lot of them do.
Now, as of late, we've been hearing some rumblings of DMV versus West Coast. Now, I know that that's not going to happen without some of your involvement. It's going to have some of your MCs that are from LA Battlegrounds. How do you actually see that happening? And time frame wise, and most importantly, location. Where would you see that happening?
I mean, if they want to come out here, we can always set that up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys that are talking, aren't they already on the URL kind of roster, PGs type of a thing?
BL, Born Legacies and all that,
Yeah, so you know what I mean? A lot, you know, one thing I've already noticed is that once they already are in the circle of the URL thing, there's a lot of contracts come into play, and a lot of those guys couldn't battle if they wanted to. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, so at that point it just becomes, you know, can they battle, and is it really worth anything? I mean, no disrespect to guys like Jack Boy and all them guys, like, you know, but, you know, I mean, those guys are doing their thing, but I mean, see, this is a domestic thing. Like, to me, I know what they've done, but I don't think that those guys are stars over there yet. What's going on with them is they have a huge ass machine behind them. URL is a huge machine.
Okay. So
that's cool, but it's yet to remain to be seen. Are they superstars? See, they could sit there and talk about B-Dot, Geechee, all the thing, but the reality of a B-Dot and a Geechee is they've made their buzz through the hard work and grind. They didn't need too much of a big platform type of a thing. You get what I'm saying? Have they reached, like, yeah, they touched KOTD, cool, you know what I mean? But they had already created a buzz worthy, at least out here. Now maybe those guys did that shit over there where they're from too, in the DMV. I'm pretty sure they did. That there's a reason why they got to URL, you know, PG. You know what I mean? But
do you believe it's location that has something to do with that? They're more accessible to,
hands
you know,
down,
as opposed to West Coast battle rappers not being as accessible to the URL.
It's a little bit further.
You know,
Wood said something really dope the other day, man. He was saying, you know, the West PGs and the traffics and all that shit is great, but the reality of it is, if Smack and them really want to put you on, they're gonna fly you to New York, and that's the real deal.
Exactly.
They're gonna put you on that New York stage. I mean, that's the bottom line. If they put you on that New York stage, that's where you get your chance to shine and show what it is. And even if they're biased, man, one thing I don't believe in, even though they're biased, I believe if you're good enough, eventually they have to give it up.